Hi guys, how are you all? So nice to see you all, and hopefully you're happy to see me too. It's been a few days. So I'm going to account for my yoga challenge in terms of what's been happening over the past few days in this one video. So I've made some notes so that I make sure I don't miss anything out. So last time I was here with you was day 26, and during that day, you know, I was really positive. I'd gone through the kind of I'd gone through yoga practice to do with the sacral chakra, and then the following day I went for Reiki, and then after Reiki I had my tarot cards read, and I was feeling really positive. And I was looking forward to doing yoga all day Saturday as part of my teacher training. So I went for my yoga class, and it was a really, I mean, you know, the course I'm doing is a 2-year course, so it was the last session of the 2 years, and you know, it was a nice day, nice to spend it with everybody. And then I actually got the news that my a family dog in India passed away. And I don't know, I think that just triggered some like emotions in me because I was so upset. So I came home from yoga and I was just crying and crying and crying. I just had all this pent up emotion in me. And his name was Foster. He was so cute. I mean, you know, a real energetic doggy full of life. And the way he died was really sad as well. It was, you know, I was going to say before his time, but everything that's meant to be happens, and it's, you know, beyond our will. So anyway, so he's not with us anymore, but you know, that day, so I learned about his passing away first thing in the morning. And then when I went for yoga, I mean, I was fine, you know, I was focused. In fact, I even did a headstand for the first time ever, which was really exciting because in the 10 years that I've been doing yoga, I've never been able to do a headstand. So I actually did one myself. I did 2 on Saturday, so I was really pleased with myself. But I just had all these like flashbacks of memories of things happening when I was younger. So annoying. So yeah, so I was having all these flashbacks of things that happened to me when I was younger. Just stuff like mostly with friends, where, you know, I was supposed to be best friends with someone, and you know, this is primary school age, so I'm talking like when I was like 11 or something. And you know, just flashbacks of me playing in her garden with her, and then like flashbacks of another really good friend I had, and like we fell out over some stupid stuff. Yeah, so she like doubted me, and because of that, you know, it just escalated and whatever. So so anyway, so because I had lots of rocky relationships in the past, especially like with friendships and stuff, it's just a lot of that was like flooding back into my mind. So then come Saturday night when I came back from yoga, I was talking to my husband, and I was just so upset about all these things. And I just realised how powerful yoga is, and actually when you really embrace the spiritual side of it, it really does begin to transform your thinking and your mind. So I really felt that on Saturday and really went through the motions, because, you know, when you do a class and you're working on, say, your chakras, you don't realise at the time that it's working. You just kind of, you know, do it. And it's only later, like a day, 2 days later, 3 days later, and when things are happening and you're thinking stuff, you actually realise how effective it is. So I went through that. So that was day 26. Then day 27, believe it or not, I got ill. And I mean really ill. I don't know if you can still hear it. I'm a little bit nasal, but I've been really, really ill. I literally came down with an ear infection and a throat infection. Now, isn't it ironic that I should come down with a throat infection? You know, after everything that I've been talking about with regard to like throat chakras and stuff. And all this reflecting actually made me realise that I really do have an issue with the throat chakra. And I've really been thinking about it a lot. And a lot of other stuff has happened to do with my throat chakra, which I don't know if this is the platform to share it. But yeah, so some really significant stuff, like for example, so like I've had one particular issue with my throat which I never connected to my throat chakra, and I'm not going to go into detail, you'll probably guess it, but it's, you know, to do with my relationship with food, and especially like during my teenage years and my 20s. So there's a big issue there, and as soon as I realised it, it's like I'm beginning to feel this connection of realisation happening within me, and I had this realisation, and it's just incredible how the body reacts to things. So yeah, definitely been realising a lot of stuff just from engaging in the spiritual aspect of yoga, and so anyway, I became ill. I've had a really bad ear infection, throat infection, so just been really unwell, and then the following day, even though I was unwell, I still had to teach my belly dancing class. I didn't want to let my students down. In the UK it's been really hot, like 33 degrees, so being ill and with the heat, and then at my friend's house I got bitten by some nasty insect. I've got these horrendous bites on my legs, so that, plus I've been very stressed out recently, living on adrenaline, as somebody also said to me, you know, when you're constantly living on adrenaline and then one day you stop, then the body does get ill. So that as well, you know, so just a combination of things is what made me ill. But I taught my belly dancing class, soldiered it through, and I did like a yoga / belly dancing class, so it was very much working with the core and sort of like Shakti power, and just kind of affirming our relationship with the ground and earth, and then trying to engage that sort of kind of core energy and sacral energy. So yeah, the class was fantastic, but then the next day I felt worse, so I had to like really relax and not teach the class that I normally teach on a Tuesday, which was day 29. And then, you know, I just reflected a bit more about my workload and about what I'm doing, and trying to, like, you know, reconvene on my direction on my work and things at the moment. So I took some time out to reflect them. And then day 30 I did actually attend a yoga class. I know you'll think I'm nuts, right? Looking at it, I'm just like, oh god, I don't rest, but it's okay, because I went to my yoga class on Wednesday, which would have been day 30, because as I told you, my yoga instructor, she's currently working through our chakras. So she worked through the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So after working on my sacral chakra, obviously I've got ill, so and it's been a very emotional week and a lot of stuff's been going on, so I figured that there must be quite a lot of issues with me there. So I thought that even if I'm ill, if I don't go to the next session and, you know, work through it, then there's a risk of me kind of, you know, not coming out of what I've been going through recently. I don't want to get stuck in that chakra either, because, you know, I'm working through it all at the moment. So regardless of how unwell I was feeling, I did go to the class and I took it at my own pace and did what I could. She was focusing on kind of the solar plexus, so the core, and about what that means, and it actually really fitted with how I was feeling on the day, so I'm really glad I went to that class. And then today is Yoga Challenge Day 31, and I did teach 2 classes this morning, so I'm feeling better, and actually I'm proud to say that I haven't taken any antibiotics whilst I've been ill. I've taken 2 tablets the whole time. One was yesterday, just to it's called Combiflame. It's like a paracetamol / anti-inflammatory, and it's got just relaxing the body. So I took one of those yesterday just before bed, so that I got a good night's sleep, and I took one the night before, and that was it. Otherwise I've actually managed to self-heal myself physically. Now, the way I did that, it was through a couple of ways. So first of all, because of my yoga practice, I'm able to really differentiate between my body, mind and soul a lot more than I used to be. So before, in the past, if I'd get ill, it would just consume me, and I'd get ill to the point where I would be sick as a dog. But actually, I somehow had this mental willpower that I've never had before. And also I felt as though, you know, it was just my body that was ill, not my spirit. Like, my spirit's really strong, my spirit's fine, and my mind was maybe getting a bit dragged down by my physical, you know, illness. But I was very clear that it was just my physical body that was either, or physiological body, the astral body, whatever you want to call it, you know, that was run down, tired, exhausted, or infected, or whatever it is. So having that distinction really, I think, has helped me get better quickly and naturally. And secondly, my diet over the last few days. So I've been drinking lots of fresh juices. So I've been making lots of grapefruit and orange juice, sometimes with an apple in it. But then once I've blended it, I take the pulp out so it doesn't irritate my stomach. I just have the juice, and I think that's made a huge difference. And I also drank one of my favourite, which is tomato, carrot and beetroot juice, which I know really sounds nasty, but it's really good, full of loads of antioxidants. So and just drinking loads and loads of water, still taking my vitamins. So yeah, so that really helped. And then the third thing I think that helped to make me get better is, as I told you, I'm learning a bit of reflexology at the moment and aromatherapy. So I'm actually part of a company that sells essential oils, and they're 100% natural and they're really powerful. So my friend suggested that, as I seem to have like an issue with my throat chakra, to rub some lavender oil on my throat. So I've been rubbing lavender oil on my throat, on my chest, and the back of my neck, and that's really helped. And there's another blended oil I've been using, which mixes, I think it's cardamom, orange, and there's one other ingredient in there, I can't remember which one. And I've been rubbing those on the sole of my feet. Well, I haven't. My husband has been rubbing them on the sole of my feet. And one night when I was sleeping, I actually, because what's happening as well, the more aware I'm becoming, my dreams are becoming less, they're becoming more vivid. Like, when I was in my 20s and teens, I used to have a lot of nightmares, and, you know, I never used to understand why. I'd have like several in one night, and they used to be horrific. But now, like, I'm going through this process, my dreams are becoming not so scary anymore, and also I'm understanding what's happening in them more, and I feel more in control, like knowing that I'm in a dream. So one night I was sleeping after I'd rubbed this oil on my foot, and I was asleep, but I was awake but asleep, and I felt the oil kind of penetrate my foot, run through my entire body, and I felt as if it suddenly attacked the infection that was in me and then yacked it out. And I actually did, in my sleep, just wake up and yak, but the dream was that I felt that, so it was just really weird. So yeah, so those are the things that I've been doing, and they've actually managed to help me recover from my ear throat infection without having to take any antibiotics, which is great because I really dislike taking pills and tablets. You know, don't get me wrong, when I was a teenager in my 20s, I did take medicines, but now I just don't want to. So I feel like it's something foreign in my body. So unless I have to, or unless I feel comfortable with the dosage or what I'm taking, I don't want to take them for the sake of taking them. And plus, you know, if I'm trying to heal myself, I want to really try and better and improve my immune system. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me over the past few days. So still on the yoga challenge, even though I haven't been posting much. But you know, yoga isn't about just doing postures and positions and poses. It's far greater than that, you know. And you know, I feel a bit like, you know, I'm so glad that, you know, the magic of yoga is spreading amongst people's lives, but I'm also very skeptical that, you know, I've known about yoga for a long time. I've tried to become an instructor for a long time. It just so happened that, you know, now when I moved to this area, the opportunity arose. But there's so many people in the whole yoga game at the moment, so it's just like the in thing. So it's okay. I'm not independent to other people, so I'm also going through a cycle just as everybody else is, and it's good that everybody's, you know, aware of the benefits of it, but each to their own. You know, some people do it for different reasons to others, and mine is just to find harmony within myself and to unify my mind, body and soul, and to try and just make myself a better person. So the yoga challenge, I believe, is definitely helping me to do that. Thank you to everybody that has said that my videos have been inspiring them, because that is the aim of my videos, is to inspire you and for you to also realize how special you are and precious you are and how incredibly unique you are. And remember, in this world there's no one like you. So, you know, be kind to yourself, listen to yourself, and live the life you want to live. You know, life is too short to live it any other way. Don't get influenced or pressured by other people to eat a certain way or drink or look, anything like that. Just be yourself, and yeah, continue to tune into my videos. Feel free to press like as well on them, because obviously if you press like, more people will become aware of them and watch them. And yeah, that's it, guys. So I've done yoga challenge day 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31 is today. That's my reflection done, but I am around, I am back, and I shall be posting lots more videos very, very soon. Lots of love.